in the middle of a pandemic, and that's a lot, honestly. All of the businesses around have closed down, and I've been unemployed for God knows how long, because of restaurants have closed down and different things like that. And honestly, we've been keeping busy, or I've been keeping busy at least, with YouTube videos and watching Netflix and sleeping in bed a lot. And I know that there's only so much that we can deal with those sort of things and those sort of feelings before we get a little bit stir crazy, not leaving the house. And I try to take moments to go on a walk and just enjoy my day. But I'm with you and a lot of other people that sometimes it feels like this pause on our lives has been a little bit long. And it's easy to feel like we've been just wasting time or being idle in this moment. And at first, I think in the beginning months, I felt it definitely put me a little bit in a negative headspace. And I feel like with everything else going on, attributed to that as well. And because it's just kind of a lot with like the news and being in quarantine and not seeing your friends, or maybe not having access to like your family or really healthy resources. And I have 167 days quarantine video. I'll leave it up here somewhere for you guys if you want to watch that too. But now I think as days and like months have passed, I realize that the time is mine in the first place, so I can't really say that I'm wasting it, and I think having a positive outlook on that can really help me. And so I'm hoping that this can inspire and help you, because it's easy to get trapped in that mindset of, am I spending every second, and thinking about that, it's like every second doing what? Every second working, being productive. Like, sure, that's really great, but I don't think we were meant to like be on go at 100 all the time. We're very like emotional creatures, like beings, like we need other people in our lives, and I don't think that we were meant to just work away, and we're in a time where it's probably really good to reflect on where we're at and if we're going where we want to go. And I want to just create this video for anyone who just feels or has felt that way as well, because there's definitely been weeks where I'm just kind of lounging around doing nothing, and that used to get to me, but now I'm just really grateful, because it's like, if the world goes back to normal tomorrow, we'll be back on go. And when will I ever in my life have like months of just aimless nothingness or free time to just reflect or do whatever makes me happy, So I'm kind of using this time to do what sparks joy, and sometimes that's nothing, and sometimes that's just laying with my dog, or just laughing or creating videos or creating new playlists on my phone, just different simple pleasures that kind of contribute to a lot of my joy. And I think contributing or wasting time to find joy is actually underrated. It's like, when else can you do that, or when else have we ever done that, to just spend a week and find out all the different things that makes us happy and sparks joy, and I'm just enjoying that moment. And I encourage you guys to do the same. I feel like I'm definitely in a very fortunate position to be even speaking on this. But if you're struggling with the ample time or boredom, I encourage you to kind of just learn to spend time with yourself. And someone once told me recently that quarantine kind of just exposed what's already there, so whether that's toxic relationships or a lot of negativity, I encourage you to face it, to find healing in that, whatever deep down that you're alone with or afraid to be alone with, and that you're filling with distractions. I encourage you to reflect on that, find value in that, explore that more, because we have plenty of time to do it. And I actually looked up an article to see what qualifies as wasting time, and of course I was given a list, so I will share it with you and see if it matches. It says that number 1, spending too much time doing things you shouldn't be doing. An example would be like video games, eating too much, drinking too much, any routine or activities that aren't, quote, laying the foundation for a bright future. And to that I say, okay, whatever. And number 2 would be complaining a lot, 3, you don't feed your mind. You're not searching out different means of education or to better yourself. 4, you have a lot of negative self-talk if you're consistently putting yourself down. You know, there's like self-deprivation jokes? Those jokes that like, you're like, oh, haha, I'm ugly today. You know, those sort of like really bad jokes that make you feel bad, but you use that as a character development thing, you know. 5, when you feel uninspired. 6, you don't have a plan for the future. 7, you're addicted to your phone. You just spend all your day on TikTok and Instagram. 8, you spend money on things that don't matter if you're that online shopper. 9, you don't take care of yourself or your body, or you're not sleeping enough. And 10, you don't leave your comfort zone. You don't have any courage you're just very comfortable where you're at. And to that, I wanted to share that with you, because to that, in normal circumstances, I could see how this article would be so relevant. Basically, if you're a bum and unmotivated and you're not taking care of yourself and you're just lazy and whatever it may be, like I could see how that sort of vision could put you down or call you out. But we are in the middle of a pandemic, and this calls for uncertain emotions and feelings. And so however you want to face that and deal with that, I'm here to tell you that there is no wasting time. Like however you spend your time to cope with what's going on, given the circumstances and given just your normal life, if you find value in those things, then at the end of the day, it is your time. As long as you are cognitive, I think that's the word I'm trying to look for. As long as you're aware of your actions, I think that's really where the issue lies. If you're just doing it out of mundane, out of routine, to fill a void in your life, to like a source of escapism from something that you actually need to face or address in your life to better you as a human being, or to find growth, then maybe, like, I would only recommend that maybe you should explore that for the health of your sanity and the health of your well-being. But if you're doing that just to enjoy those moments in life, then I encourage you to pursue that. I think that's really great. And I feel like everybody heals, lives, and thrives differently. And so if you find that those means of escape, or those means of peace, or those means to detox and just unplug and to relax, then I encourage you to pursue that. I think I just wanted to emphasize that, because I think that during quarantine, there are some days where I feel like I'd wake up really late. My sleep schedule was so off, and I'd wake up at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'd feel so bad because I'm like, oh gee, I just wasted my entire day. Well, I might as well just grab a snack and lay back in bed and watch a movie or something. But at the end of the day, like, I think I know where I'm at. And some days, you know, I'm gonna have those days where it's rainy and I just want to lay in bed and enjoy the day. And I encourage you to do the same, you know, if that's the best thing for you, you know, to enjoy those little things of, like, you know, maybe today's not the super greatest day, but I'm happy to just be here, you know. And on the flip side, there is definitely some days where I feel super great and super inspired, and I just want to do everything artsy and create videos and write and read and do everything that I'm meant to do for the day and be super productive. There are definitely days on the flip side where I feel like that. And honestly, I think life has its pros and cons, you know, it has its balance, like the balances. And as long as you're in balance, I think that you can't possibly waste any time, because all the time is yours. Don't feel pressured to keep up with the Joneses, to see what everybody else is doing. With that, when quarantine first started, with the whole push-up challenges and who can work out the most, who can transition into an enlightened person, who can start their business and grow it to 1 million people, you know, like, don't try to keep up with everybody around you, because it's all a facade, you know. People only show their highlight reels. They're not showing their sad moments, their depression moments, their anxious moments, their doubts, their fears, you know. They only show their joys, successes, money, all these different things. And so trying to keep up with someone is nearly impossible. And so I encourage you to just stay true to yourself, because only you will know what you want and what you need. Just know that there is no time wasted, just enjoyed, and find a happy balance that works for you and contributes to your personal growth. And that's all you can do. All you can do is to do your best. And so I really hope that you guys are inspired and encouraged by this video. If you enjoyed it, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, welcome. I have new videos every single week. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. That really helps support me in the creation of these videos. But without further ado, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.